Bitcoin just had a very bullish close to the weekly candle here. So let's do a quick update on the chart as we end this week's worth of trading Sunday night with this weekly candle close. Now, this is a very confident move to the upside for Bitcoin on the weekly time frame here. Only other thing I would have liked to have seen would have been the high we would have made this week to have been higher up from the previous high here. So when we take a look at our long-term, midterm indicators here, our stochastic RSI and our relative strength index on the weekly time frame, we see that on the stochastic RSI, we have plenty of room to go to the upside, and the relative strength index is also not in overbought territory. If we are going to get an end of the year run here from October through, let's say at the very least, halfway through December, then at that point, around Thanksgiving to Christmas, we should start to see the relative strength index get into overbought territory. If this weekly candle here is an indicator, in my personal experience, we should expect something like that. And when we take a look at the 1 month chart here as well, we are also just on the edge of being in overbought territory here. Momentum is just getting more and more bullish as well, and we're also not in overbought territory on the stochastic RSI either. There is enough room here on our indicators to see a midterm, 2, maybe 3 month pump. But on the daily time frame, we did just print a bearish candle here. This is a morning star candle. When you get a long wick on top and then this body here kind of looks like an upside down bell, if you will, like an old school bell, that at the top of a bull run, that is a morning star, whether it is green or red, it is a bearish pattern here. While we are overbought on the stochastic RSI and just skirting overbought on the daily, but what is bearish also is on the shorter term time frames, which we have been highlighting. Which on the 4-hour time frame is that while price has been going upwards, the relative strength index has been posting lower highs here. That is a sign of divergence. It is a sign that we are losing momentum despite price going higher. So we think that the market is going to go higher in Q4, but if we do finally decide to take a breather here, and we've had a lot of green candles in a row, breather would make sense. However, I started saying that breather would make sense over here, and we kept going higher, which, I don't know, I'm fine with that ride. But if we do come down here, the next major areas of resistance here are within this channel of consolidation, starting at $121,000 down to the tops of these little peaks here at $118,000. And if we use our Fibonacci retracement tool here all the way up through this bullish move, we can see that those areas of support are further cemented, if you will, by this red line of our Fibonacci retracement and this little green line here. General zones of support around $121,000 and $118,000 are the likely areas to catch Bitcoin if we do finally decide to take a breather here, find some support before we continue moving higher. If we do sell off, we do have plenty of room potentially to the downside for at least a few days. And that is the update on the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. Enjoy the rest of your nights, and I'll see y'all in the morning.